Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Birth and Beyond. Yeah, so I know normally when I'm making my videos, I'm not outside. As you can see, I am outside. And I wanted to touch on really quick before I answer 3 questions that I did receive this week. Um, I just wanted to touch on the importance of being flexible and how that really can translate into our pregnancies, just into our lives in general. So I have a plan in which of how I'm going to record my videos, where I'm going to record my videos, and when I'm going to put them out for you guys. But this week, just things did not work out the way that I thought. Just with me, I started a new training, and so just my schedule was just a little bit different. And so I said to myself, well, I need to get this information out. I had to think about, why I'm doing this and why it was important for me to stay consistent and get this information out. And so I decided that, I can't get this information out the way that I typically would like to, but I have to get it out. I got to make it happen. I have to be flexible. So I'm on my way to work, and I'm actually about to walk into my job, and I said, I have to share this information regardless. And so that's what I'm getting ready to do. But I say all that to say it's so important for us to, although we have plans for our lives in mind and goals and things like that, just the need to be flexible is so important, because if we're not able to be flexible, we'll really just either abort our mission or just stay stuck and at a standstill. So anyway, I received 3 questions this week. The first question was, how soon or at what point should a woman hire a doula to support her during her pregnancy and birth? The second question is, how much do doula services cost? And the third question is, are doula services covered by insurance? So to answer the first question, how soon should a woman and a family just hire a doula? So typically, the earlier the better. The earlier in your pregnancy, the better, because one of the beautiful things about the doula and mom and family relationship is that we really get to know you. We really get to know your family. We build a really good relationship around your needs and around, what you expect of your doula. So the earlier that we're able to formulate that relationship, the better your experience will be in terms of the doula supporting you throughout your pregnancy and labor. Now, if you don't happen not to connect with your doula in the beginning of your pregnancy, and when I say the beginning, I'm saying month 1 to 3 or even month 4 to 7. If you're not able to do that, that's totally okay. I've experienced not connecting with moms until the 4th trimester, month 7 or 8 sometimes, and sometimes 9. There are some cities who have community doula programs, and where I am in Philadelphia, we have a community doula program, and because of the nature of the program, there are a lot of times I may not connect with some women until they're 8, maybe 9 months, sometimes 7 months, and that's still okay. There's still opportunity for conversation, for us to get to know each other, for me to get to know her and her family and whatever her needs may be, and the relationship still works out really, really well. But as far as in general, the earlier the better, but it's not a loss if that relationship is formulated later in your pregnancy. And it also really depends on why you want a doula. If you really want a doula to be hands-on and really involved during your pregnancy, then earlier on would be best. If you're really looking for that labor support on Labor Day, later on in your pregnancy might not be a bad idea. Okay. So the second question, how much do our services cost, right? So that varies. Now, the cost of doula service varies greatly depending on where the doula lives, the city, and what the average rates are, average going rate are for other doulas. We typically like to stay, competitive and just around the same price ranges. But the lowest that I've heard doulas charging was $500. So anywhere from $500 to upwards of $1,000 is the price range, and that's pretty a wide gap, but that's the typical price ranges. Doulas typically we price our services based on, some do it based on their years of experience as being a doula, some do it based on the number of births that they've attended as a doula, some do a combination of both, and in general, just also based on, like I mentioned a minute ago, the averages, the average cost of doula services that other doulas are charging in their particular area. So from city to city, state to state, that number will look different. So I would just recommend, I'm going to put some resources below where you can search for doulas on where you live. And also, I would also do a Google search, or even just find out if your city has a community doula program, because if you do secure a doula through a community doula program, that doula support is actually free of charge for you, and the doula gets compensated by the organization. So that's always a good option too. Are our services covered by insurance companies? Unfortunately, not right now. Okay, so, but however, there are people that are lobbying and really working to change that, because doula services would actually be like a really affordable option for health insurance companies. It's proven that doulas, having the support of a doula reduces the need for C-sections, which is a major abdominal surgery, and it costs a lot of money. Having doula support also reduces the need for interventions a lot of times, which again, that's another money maker. So we know that it is in the best interest of the insurance companies to pick this up as a service and cover it. But however, that's just not something that has happened yet. And like I said, there are individuals lobbying to change the laws, or to just get a law in place where that can be an option. But something that you can do as a recipient is call your insurance company and let them know, hey, I will be having a doula at my birth, and I wanted to know if you guys cover it. Now, they're going to say no, but what this does, it just brings awareness to the fact that there are people out here who want this service, who are seeking these services, and who would like it to be covered by their health insurance companies. And so it'll just continue to push forward the efforts of those who are working to getting doula services covered by the insurance companies. Okay, so question number 1, how soon should a mom secure a doula? Earlier on is best, but if you're later on in your pregnancy, that's fine too. It's just that relationship being built that is most important, and us understanding your needs and the needs of your family. Number 2, what is the cost of the doula services? This varies based on the doula's experience, number of births, and where they live typically, the area in which they live. And number 3, are doula services covered by insurance? Not yet. I'm also going to put a link below. There have been individuals who went through this reimbursement process in which they attempted to get reimbursement for their doula services, or reimbursed by their insurance company for having a doula at their birth. Check it out. I think if you're really ambitious and really want to go through this process, you might have some luck. I don't personally know anyone who's had any luck doing it, but it's worth a try. So check out the link below. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your questions, and I will see you guys next week. You can email me at adrianchristina.com if you have questions, or just write your questions below, and I will definitely answer them for you in future videos. Have an amazing day, and remember, be flexible. Bye.